Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and I like to do DIYs, wood signs, and thrift flips here on my YouTube channel. I am the owner of LittleRockiesRustic, where we do DIYs all the time. And so for today's project, I'm super excited. I've got those little fairy lights. I've got this cute half round nativity. This is a 2-piece and I'm only going to be using one. I believe this came from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure it did because that's the only place I've been recently. It wasn't from the dollar store. And then I've got this wood round that also came from Hobby Lobby from the wood pile. This is maybe like a 12-inch round. I really should have looked before I got going. I apologize. So I had kind of thought about doing a gray whitewash look and I didn't like that. So I decided to pull out this beautiful blue color. And I wanted it to be a little bit more variegated, especially towards the top there. So you'll see that I'm just kind of pulling the paint from the bottom. I'm getting my paintbrush wet a little bit and just kind of manipulating the paint to kind of leave that lighter look there at the top. So guys, today's video is in collaboration with LaParsha at Creating It Myself, and her challenge today was a reason for the season to create a religious DIY project. And to tell you, I was super pumped about it, especially when I pulled out this nativity piece that I picked up. I knew that I could create something super cute, and I'm so excited with how this turns out. So make sure you take a look at the description box down below and check out LaParsha's channel and check out the playlist. I know that there's going to be lots of amazing projects on today's video hop, and I can't wait to pour a cup of coffee and sit down and watch all of them. So if you guys are coming from that hop, welcome to my channel. These are the type of fun DIYs that I like to do, just whatever I feel inspired to create, and that's what I chose to do today. So I'm just using the Waverly wax in brown. I kind of like doing this as a fun stain. I painted it on and then I kind of pulled some of it off with a baby wipe. Now, I wasn't really sure if I liked how bright that was, so I just watered down a little bit more of that gray paint. I actually had it from before when I thought I would cover it, just the wood in that. So whatever, you don't really need to do that. But then I decided we needed some stars. So I just took a stencil brush and a little bit of white paint and flicked it on there. And then I added a few more stars. Now, this is where it gets fun. I just pulled some scraps of wood from my Glowforge, and I knew that they would help kind of pop this up. And then I had these fun little fairy lights. I'm going to put a link to them down in the description box below. But I thought, how cute if they were kind of behind everything. So I made sure that the one light that we started with went in where the star was, and then I just kind of tacked the rest of them down with hot glue all the way around. I added those little scraps of wood, like the long piece, and I'll put 2 at the top just to kind of help pop it up off of the round itself. So I just kind of went around and tacked it all really good until I got to the end, and then I could tack it onto the back. So you can kind of see the light. I mean, you could do all kinds of things to hide it if you wanted to, but quite honestly, once you put it on your door, it's not going to matter. So now that I've got the lights all tacked on there, I'm just going to use some hot glue and put it on those 3 little pieces that I'm using to kind of pop things up. I know there's probably other things, but if you've got wood pieces, little scraps, they're going to work perfectly. So it pops up on there. It looks so cool just as itself, but I decided to add the lights and I'm so glad that I did. So I went around and I just glued the string down. I did glue that little white piece down, and you want to make sure that you glue down the side that is opposite of where the screws are so you can take the screws out and change the battery. Now I felt like it needed some words and I didn't feel like any of the vinyl or painting, hand painting would be good. So what I'm doing is I printed off this font just in Microsoft Word, and I'm using this tracing paper. I know it has a name. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then I just pulled out my paint markers, and you can't really see it well, you kind of can see the line from here, but when you obviously got it traced, you can see it so much better. And then I just kind of hand drew. So it looks a little bit more hand drawn or handwritten. I don't know. But you guys, look how pretty it is. It turned out so nice and I'm so excited. I actually had a friend who was like, I want it. So it's probably already gone. But with the lights, and then I'll show you in the dark, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And because it's a smaller sign, it's not super heavy. I don't think this is something that I would hang outside, especially with the lights, but it turned out super cute. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for joining me today from the challenge that LaParsha hosted. Make sure that if you like this content, you subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified for all future videos that I post that are usually fun and exciting, just like this one. Again, thanks so much for watching, everyone.